Breaking news, my country people. Now wow, e get as this matter dey go. Now so, Dr. Nwosu don talk say even if this case go Supreme Court, say Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar, they can never rule this country. They can never rule Nigeria. Even if say they carry this their matter go Supreme Court, the highest court for Nigeria, say e no get way wey dey be say they wan take rule this country. You see that their stolen mandate where the two of them they claim say, oh, they wan recover their stolen mandate. Say e no go dey possible. E no dey possible say Atiku and Peter Obi go fit rule this country. Now wow, my country people, this matter serious. Wey be say most of us don dey get hope say okay oh, at some point the court will deliver judgment. At some point, the petitioners will get their mandate. Be it Atiku, be it Peter Obi, we don't know. But at some point, Nigerians are hoping that, oh, the court will give a final verdict and then the true winner of the 2023 presidential election would be revealed. But now Dr. Nwosu have given his own options that even if Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar takes their case, takes their petition to the Supreme Court, they can never rule this country. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Dr. Felix Nwosu, a public affairs expert in Imo State, claims that Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Supreme Court victory cannot be overturned by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar or Peter Obi of the Labour Party. He said that throughout Nigeria's democratic transition, no loser had ever prevailed in a court case, according to an interview with Independent Nigeria. And he claims that the presidential election is very different from parliamentary and governorship elections, in which the court can overrule the election commission's findings. No. He claims that the general populace would not permit a judge to overturn Bola Ahmed Tinubu's decision. He continued by emphasizing the fact that the presidential election petition problem is complicated, and I think the election case ought to have been resolved before the inauguration, he said. The world's most well-known citizen at the moment is President Tinubu, and in advanced democracies, in election cases, are decided prior to the inauguration, and even if the Supreme Court decides to hear the case, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi can never rule this country. Never. There is still time for Atiku and Obi to drop out. Yes, because the presidential elections are unique from the parliamentary and the governorship elections, which the courts can, readily overturn and which the people will accept. But this, in my own view, these election cases, ought to have ended before the inauguration. And Tinubu is currently the #1 citizen, recognized all over the world, even in advanced democracies. Election cases are concluded before inauguration. And even if this case should go to the Supreme Court, Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi cannot rule this country. There is no way. It won't be possible. So it is not too late for Atiku and Peter Obi to withdraw their petitions, to withdraw their cases from the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. It is never too late because the presidential elections are quite different from the governorship, from the legislative elections, in which courts can, easily overturn and people will accept it. But that of President Tinubu and Atiku Abubakar and Peter Obi, it is not possible. There is no way it will be possible. Guys, this is really serious, my country people. I can remember several people have, mocked Atiku Abubakar for running for this seat of the presidency for how many years. He keeps on running and running and running. But the Nigerian people have always rejected him. Yes, he has been mocked at on several occasions, while on the side of Peter Obi, people have made, claims that Peter Obi is just wasting his time in court, that this would not lead to anywhere. Now, Dr. Nwosu have added, saying that there's no how the Supreme Court, even if they go to the Supreme Court, which is the highest court, that the Supreme Court would not in any way rule in the favor of Atiku. Neither will they rule in the favor of Peter Obi. It is not possible. Now, had it been this case was concluded before the inauguration, then it would have been possible. There would have been chances, of overturning the victory of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. But then, now that Tinubu has already been inaugurated, and Tinubu now is recognized as the #1 citizen of this country worldwide, it won't be possible. My country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Because this matter is really serious. Now, for Peter Obi and Atiku Abubakar challenging Tinubu's victory in court, even after they have been, even after Tinubu have been inaugurated, even after his swearing in, that means that they have faith, they have hope, they have this belief that the Nigerian judiciary will do well by them. The Nigerian judiciary would, give a fair judgment. I feel that they have this faith. Peter Obi, Atiku Abubakar, the PDP, the Labour Party, they have faith that they will recover their stolen mandate. But now that Dr. Nwosu is saying something else, that even if they go to the Supreme Court, it is not possible. Guys, this is really serious. However, Nigerians have reacted to this. Well, Dr. Nwosu, you talked like a slave you are. Who told you that a wrong cannot be made right? Well, it will soon shock you when God unveils his own agenda. Watch what God can do. Peter Obi will unsuit Bola Ahmed Tinubu with the help of God. Well, this is a very myopic way of reasoning by Nwosu. Don't he understand that change is consistent and always to be expected in life? I swear, this man does not know what he's saying. Darkness can never overshadow light, and Obi won the election, so the court will give it to Peter Obi. Well, I hope some Yorubas will be blessing, will understand this, because who is this one again? If it has never happened before, that does not mean that it won't happen. It has never happened in the history of Nigeria where a minority will become the president of Nigeria. In fact, it is politically impossible for a minority to win presidential election over majority, but it happened in Nigeria during Goodluck Jonathan. So there is nothing impossible under the sun. Guys, these are reactions from Nigerians. So my country people, what are your thoughts concerning this? Yes, we know that before the swearing in of Tinubu as the president of this country, people have been making calls that the tribunal should give its judgment, should conclude the case before Tinubu is being sworn in. But yet, we've seen how the case have been going. They've been adjourning from one day to another. And that's how Tinubu got to emerge as the president of this country. And yet, Peter Obi, the Labour Party, Atiku Abubakar, the PDP, and INEC, they are still in court battling over, the issues, the controversies that surrounds the 2023 presidential election. So guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.